You can measure light by using your camera's light meter. By measuring the light in each part of the frame, you'll get a sense for how bright or dark the various areas are. If an area is too bright, it will be clipped by the image sensor and appear completely white. If an area is too dark, it will appear grayish and full of noise. There are three ways you can measure light to help set exposure. These are the camera's metering modes. To access the meter mode, simply press and hold the metering button located next to the shutter button while turning the main command dial. The center-weighted average metering mode meters the entire frame, but assigns the greatest weight to the area in the center of the frame. The middle setting on the dial is the 3D color matrix metering mode. When measuring light in this mode, the camera meters a wide area of the frame and sets exposure according to the distribution of brightness, color, distance, and compensation for natural results. Spot metering is used to measure light in a specific part of the subject or scene. The metering is weighted at the selected focus point, covering about 2% of the frame. This helps ensure that the subject will be correctly exposed even when the background is much brighter or darker than the subject. The light sources in your picture help shape the mood and definition of your subject and play a major part in the success of your pictures. Understanding how to measure and use light to your advantage will have a big impact on the quality of your photography. When light shines directly onto your subject from a bright lamp or other source, it usually creates stark contrast and pronounced shadows. It's generally more flattering to shoot under cloud cover, in the shade, or with reflected or diffused light. A good example of diffused light is when light reflects off an umbrella or shines through silk. The direction of the light will impact how your picture turns out. Try moving your subject around and bouncing and reflecting light to achieve the look you're after. By shining a bit more light on one side of an object than the other, you can achieve the illusion that your photo is three-dimensional. This is an important quality for good two-dimensional images. The greater the contrast between the light and dark portions, the more dramatic your photo will appear. As we talked about previously, a great photo will show a full range of light. You'll have bright areas, dark areas, and everything in between. Arrange your subjects and adjust the lighting until you achieve a great balance of highlights, midtones, and shadows. You can use backlight to underexpose a subject that is in the foreground, and this will create a silhouette, which can be a great artistic effect.